to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay. We're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Houston Texans and the Baltimore Ravens. On one sideline, look at the Texans head coach. These guys off to the kind of start they needed this season. They're 3-1 thus far. Running the show across the field, the head coach of the Ravens. These guys mired in a losing streak, hoping a trip home is going to help them. Kate Scott and Brock Huey with you on the call. This is rookie Tyler Luke to do the honors. And we're off from Baltimore. Return coming from the 6. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Well, here come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now in his 3rd season out of Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game you had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the 1 interception. His effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win. And certainly some momentum to build on today.
Back to the air they go on second. Stroud. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Kyle Hamilton was there defensively.
3rd and long for him here. Making the call himself. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and he forced a 4th down.
The Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here, he's got to play some clean ball.
Play action now with Jackson. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he'll work this one up to the 28. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. The pass pulled in by Henry. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Lamar off the play fake. Likely's got it right side. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move the chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
1st down.
We get to Henry on the inside handoff. He cuts it back right. Shoves him off. Makes a cut to the right sideline. And he is down all the way to that 15-yard line. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
A gain of 41 yards.
In the red zone on 1st. He'll set up the screen for Henry. Fights his way through a tackle. And he nearly gets him another 1st down as they force him out just shy of the marker.
4 yards.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup.
Out of the gun, get to him. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field.
Offside, defense.
Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Automatic 1st down.
So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
Lamar now from the gun. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes. Incomplete. So his first blemish, Brock, after that perfect 4-for-4 start. And wouldn't expect one incompletion, though, to stop him from leaning on him this opening drive.
No, I don't think so. And I think more than anything, you see the defense.
And that is Cox. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Well, his coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their minds. Man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. On the return, it's Jalen Noel. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. This Texans offense readied up for its second drive of the contest. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Gets this one into the hands of Christian Kirk. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Tackled there by Mike Green. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Stroud. Taken in by Kirk right side. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds. It looked like they might have a shot, Brock, but they're going to be left 2 yards short now. It's 4th down.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Wideout's getting involved in the ground game. And forget the marker, Brock. He's not even making it back to the line. They're turning this over on downs.
I love aggressive defenses. And a blitz on 4th down is a gutsy call. But it can work against the pass, or in that case, against the run. Good luck running for the sticks when you've got a whole defense crashing the line of scrimmage off the snap.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
From the gun, Jackson. As his man, it's DeAndre Hopkins. And they make the tackle at the 38.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
He'll step up, and there he goes. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
And the Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. He has it at the 5. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens pull out in front for their 13-zip. DeAndre Hopkins the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Here's Luke for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Texans nothing.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Noel to return this. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. And after they were stopped on fourth down their prior possession, Brock, you got to wonder if they're going to be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Connects downfield, on target to Dell. Breaks free in the center of the field. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Tank Dell the touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this, but this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air, and the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Going after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Texans 7.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's Tylan Wallace on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. Now Jackson off the play action. Now he takes it. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But and that's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Hill now from the gun. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here he is on 3rd and short. It's complete. Play made by Bateman. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A 7-yard gain.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Finds the in route complete. And he's going to be blocked down at the 42. Back at beginning of second quarter, Ravens in possession. And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. It's the Ravens flying to an early lead. Back to the bank in just a moment. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Jackson throwing here. The left side caught by Andrews. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Lamar throwing again. Knocked away, and that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and that brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
And again, it's Jackson. Talk about aggressive coverage, Brock, to have somebody in position for a pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans tie things up at 14. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Wallace with a return here. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stops. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Jackson trying to get after the pick. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 49-yard line.
Back to Flowers they go. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good.
Play fake. Jackson. Finds his fullback. And he managed what he can up to the 48. James Bradbury up from the secondary for that tackle.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
This is Henry on 2nd. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Jack Thompson finishing that play off. We'll pause here. There's someone injured after that play. And, yeah, it's their tight end, Mark Andrews. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for Zay Flowers. And 4th and 4 coming up. The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that group. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. The Texans are headed back to the field on offense, so we get a look at Tank Dell. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. 1st down, Stroud. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away. For the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Staying between the tackles with Mixon. He's going to snag a couple of yards, charging up the gut. Giving that tackle to Kyle Van Noy. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
3rd and 8.
3rd and long for him here. That's the line. He's going to run for it. They'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They get 23 on that one. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
18 more yards. That's another Texans 1st down. A gain of 18.
All set to go now from the 35.
1st down, Houston.
Off the play action, here's Stroud. Chased out to his right. And he's going to work this down to the 32. Nnamdi Madubuike making that stop. Now following the play, one of the Texans banged up in some pain. We're going to pause as he gets checked on. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. A give to Mixon up the middle. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also pulls the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Another Texans first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. It's a good way to help reset those chains.
He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Picked up by Chidobe Awuzie. And the Ravens are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
First call here coming from the shotgun. A draw now. This is Henry. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the 17-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Short pass brought in. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Lamar now from the gun. Got a man downfield. It's Bateman. He's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. That goes for 32 yards. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
Lamar off the play fake. Pass pulled in by Henry. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down. Here's Lamar on the sneak. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
He'll pass it this time. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw, Jackson. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Texans bring out an extra DB on this 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's able to hit Flowers, caught. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from M&T Bank Stadium coming up. They'll come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Henry. Good running here on 1st down as he works his way forward for about 8.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal. They'll run here with Henry. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. Houston calls it second timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Changing it up here, Jackson. He'll set up the screen for Henry. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. Final timeout called by the Texans. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He's got it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens get some late points and the lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Luke tacks on the extra point. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7.
21. Texans 14.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. No to return this. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Stroud throwing here on first. Trying to set up the screen for Mixon. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line.
Brings up second and 5.
From the gun, Stroud. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
A loss of 6 yards.
We'll air it out on 3rd. Finds him over the middle. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. So it'll be Tommy Townsend once again to punt this away. Tylan Wallace on the return for the Ravens. He fields this at the 18. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. First down, here's Lamar. Hits him on the out route. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. 2nd and 3 now. From the gun, Jackson. This gets forward a little, not a ton, to the 35. Will Anderson Jr. in on the stop. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first. Gonna have to make those halftime adjustments on the fly today. We're skipping right through to the start of the 3rd quarter. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. 3rd quarter starts with a run from Henry. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Now Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Throwing the out route complete. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
First and 10 at the 31.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And there's the stop, but he's got 9 yards on first down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
On second down, here's Henry again. And that short gain is enough for him to set it down. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 19.
Another run for Henry. He's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's second down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
The gun, get to him. Nice gain there on second down before they get to him, but we also have a flag down, partner, so let's see if this stands. So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Completed over the middle. They find 7 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
Well, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
The gun. Here's Jackson. Brought in. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal. Lamar back to throw. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
An extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens double their lead to 14.
Texans 14.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. He fields it from the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Out now come the Texans on offense. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a 1-score game. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10. Wanting to start the drive with Mixon. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. Second and 9 coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Stroud off of play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of third down.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back and run. Get back and run. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Making the call himself. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the first down, doesn't keep them on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
The Texans set to punt. Tommy Townsend will kick it away. He has it at the 22. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Ravens trotting out their offense. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He takes it himself. Breaks the tackle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
46-yard line.
Flying down the middle with Henry. And he'll get this through midfield and start pushing into Texans territory. Halfway there on 1st down, and that brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
This time it's a passing play. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and
now pressure coming. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And that will bounce out of bounds. Houston's offense back out now and ready to go. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
And the Texans first down. A gain of 11 on the play.
All set to go now from the 35. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Schultz with the catch. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Off the play action, here's Stroud. On him quick, and they bring him down. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Ravens crowding the passing lanes. They go into the dime for 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Well, right side hauled in by Collins. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. They'll send out the punting unit. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson are ready to go again on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. 1st and 10, here's Jackson. Gets another one into the hands of Flowers. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Give to Henry on the inside handoff. He's unable to get away away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. Dump off caught by his back. That's the first, but once more, he's past the 45. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line.
And the Baltimore first down.
On first and 10, it's Henry. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. First down run, nabs him 5, now second and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
So we hit the end of the third quarter. The Ravens have the football, and more importantly, partner, a solid lead. Five still to go here. This is second down. Running once more with Henry. This is going to be down to, it looks like, about the opposing 36 for their next snap. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Lamar now from the gun. Hopkins on the slant. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
4 yards. That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Running this with Henry. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7. Nice run last play. Sets up second and 2. Sending him on the dime. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
Well, the big guy gets him some positive yardage in close. It's not that the defense didn't expect run. I just don't think they expected him to be the one running it.
Blitz coming here. Jackson. He's got it. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens have likely locked up the win right there. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they paid the price over and over and over again.
Here's Luke for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens stretch their lead to 21.
Ravens 31. Texans 14.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. No to return this. A pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And I'm sure they're trying to bring it out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10. Running quick there. They bring him to the turf. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Gonna need something special here. Second and 20 following the sack. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Dumping it off here to Mixon. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Got to figure out this third down here. Motioning the tight end now. On third and long, it's Stroud. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And now it's 5 sacks for them in this one. Man, this defense is eating. Latest brings up fourth down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long. And on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
The return begins on their side of midfield. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense more good numbers well into this second half. Hill now from the gun. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Offense to the line for second down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Completed to his running back. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
At the 36-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Here's Lamar. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Jackson now on third. Short pass brought in. Ooh, before he can find any yards, he finds that sideline instead. That's going to bring up fourth down.
A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Making some progress here. Races past midfield. Touchdown on an incredible return. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
The Texans will line up for the
Right side, they're going ground. And he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that two-point attempt.
Texans 20.
Defense did their homework on that one. They were keyed in from the start. They knew exactly who the offense was going to lean on to try to go for 2 there.
And no dice on this kick. The Ravens recover. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it. Even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
The Ravens and Lamar Jackson are ready to go again on offense. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
A give to Henry. And a nice start here on 1st down. He gets him 6 before the stop is made.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get ones of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
6-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And off now to Hill. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. He got a nice little gain on the ground.
This is Henry on 2nd. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens nearing their 2nd win of the campaign. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Lamar off to play fake. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they could be facing 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
On 4th now, on comes Tyler Luke, going to try this field goal for the Ravens. He hit his 1st one. His 2nd one's coming from inside of 40.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. No to return this. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. Left side into the hands of Dell. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the gun, Stroud. In trouble now and the ball is out. But fortune on the Texans side. One of their guys got to it. They're going to keep the football.
Recovered by the offense.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. This one's to Kirk out left side. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. Offense is hurrying, time running down. Here he goes, got to have this on 4th down. Trying to push deep downfield. And again, they drop the interception. This time it's a good thing, though. Much better field position without it, thanks to the turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Henry. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. From the gun, a run for Henry. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd and 7.
So it ends as a win for the Ravens. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill, What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.